The brightest star in harness racing in this decade is without question Captaintreacherous, a pacing powerhouse who blazed his way into the record books thanks to a combination of raw talent and, perhaps more importantly, a dead game, never say die, refuse to lose attitude that won over the hearts of legions of racing fans. The Captain was bred by Joe Parisi's White Birch Farms and was an immediate hit as a yearling, topping the 2011 Lexington Selected Sale with a bid of $250,000 from Myron Bell, who has established and solidified his reputation as one of the top pedigree experts in the sport. The racing manager for Brittany Farms has also enjoyed success with his own partnerships, selecting and campaigning top-class stake stars year in and year out. The Captain joined the stable of trainer Tony Alagna, a young man from Illinois who went out on his own in the fall of 2009 after several seasons as the #1 assistant for the powerful Irv Miller operation. One of Alagna's childhood friends was fellow Illinois native Tim Tetrick, one of the top drivers in history who handled the lines behind the Captain in every one of his 33 career starts. After 3 impressive baby races, we got a glimpse of just how much talent the Captain had in his first start. Even though he finished second, the precocious colt paced his back half in 53-2 with a final quarter of 26-1, finishing a fast-closing neck behind soon-to-be arch-rival Odds-On Aculius.
He's up into second and gaining ground to beach his own third. Captaintreacherous fourth on the outside. Odds-On Aculius kicks to the front. Here comes Captaintreacherous trying to track him down. Odds-On Aculius leads it. Captaintreacherous gaining. They're coming down to the finish at the line. Odds-On Aculius held off the rally from Captaintreacherous.
The first big test for the freshman colt was the biggest race for 2-year-olds at the Meadowlands, the historic Woodrow Wilson, which was raced on Hambletonian Day. For the first time in his brief career, Tetrick let the big horse roll in the most dominating and dynamic Wilson performance ever. Here's Ken Workington with a call for the ages.
And they're off. Muscle Beach Boy, Delaware Hanover, the far outside, Source of Pride. And there goes Martini Hanover from the inside. Martini Hanover and Muscle Beach Boy squaring off. As they round the first turn, Captaintreacherous, the favorite, gets away third, and Delaware Hanover goes up fourth on the outside. Nassau County is fifth. Source of Pride sixth on the outside going up. Then it's Emeritus, Maximus, Rocky Mountain Guy, and Hail the Taxi. Muscle Beach Boy settles in up front with Sears, flashes by the opening marker in 26-4. Muscle Beach Boy on the boogie, and here comes Captaintreacherous, who gets the cue from Tim Tetrick on the outside and goes for the lead. Martini Hanover is third. Delaware Hanover is fourth, and anxious there. Nassau County tips to the outside. Emeritus Maximus will track him. Then it's Source of pride from the back of the pack, and Rocky Mountain Guy and Hail the Taxi. Halfway home now, and it's Captaintreacherous in control in 54 3/5, 27-4. And here comes Delaware Hanover and Corey Callahan into second on the outside to apply some pressure. Muscle Beach Boy now locked in the box. Nassau County well situated second over in fourth. Martini Hanover is locked in fifth. Emeritus Maximus sixth on the outside. Then Hail the Taxi on the rail, and Rocky Mountain Guy. And after a break, Source of Pride. They're over at 3/4, and it's Captaintreacherous, and he starts to turn it on by 2. Left first over, Delaware Hanover, 3/4, 1:22-1. Captaintreacherous here has blown it wide open. He's leading it by 5. Captaintreacherous left Muscle Beach Boy in his wake. Here comes Emeritus Maximus on the outside with late pace. Martini Hanover shaking loose late, and Hail the Taxi, but he's all alone in the Woodrow Wilson final. He destroys them. Captaintreacherous, Bionic Man time, 1:49 3/5. That's a track record. Then Hail the Taxi, Martini Hanover, and Muscle Beach Boy.
The richest race of the year for 2-year-olds was the $1 Million Metro Final at Mohawk on September 1st. Captaintreacherous and his entry mates went off at odds-on after the Captain's 149-3 elim win over Vegas Vacation and Captive Audience. But his budding arch-rival, Odds-On Aculius, who followed him around the track, threw down the gauntlet in a dramatic stretch drive. Let's join Ken Middleton with the call.
On the gate for the 25th edition of the Metro Pace. Here they come. They're off and pacing, leading like a rocket was Rockin' Amadeus. Gingras flies to the front with him. At the inside away second came Johnny Rock. Vegas Vacation steps forward off the gate from a far outside starting spot. Apprentice Hanover at the inside from in fourth. Teatrick is going to follow Jameson back there fifth with Captaintreacherous, and Campbell behind Teatrick sixth there with odds on Aquilius. Limbed out seventh is Captive Audience. Further back we go to find Dress the Part. Then it's Wake Up Peter, and last at the rail is Fool Me Once. Pacers by the quarter in 26-1. And Vegas Vacation grabs the racetrack as Sears leads the field up to 3/8. Pocket sitting second, Rockin' Amadeus. Up and driving third, here comes Johnny Rock now with a backstretch brush move attempt. Miller's already got the whip over that Colt's back. Not good news for him as he's a long way from ever thinking of getting by Vegas Vacation. They come to the midway point. Vegas Vacation on the inside through a 53 1/2. He's done a number here on Johnny Rock as Johnny Rock will see the outside of another turn. Back there towards the inside from in third is Rockin' Amadeus. Well placed from in fourth. Tip to the outside comes Apprentice Hanover. Captaintreacherous tracks him from back in fifth now. Teatrick positioning him about 3 off the lead with just over a quarter of a mile of racetrack remaining. Short lead inside for Vegas Vacation. Sears using Miller as a pick first over. Pocket sitting from in third is Rockin' Amadeus. Apprentice Hanover 3 wide. Captaintreacherous 3 wide. From way back coming on as well as odds on Aquilius. Backfield comes to life off 3/4 in 1:21 3. Apprentice Hanover and Jameson strike the front. Captaintreacherous on the outside from in second, still with work to do. Then outside from in third is odds on Aquilius. Final eighth to go. And the Sun Beach somewhere Colts square off and they're joined late by odds on Aquilius. Captaintreacherous strikes the front. Here comes odds on Aquilius and Campbell. Captaintreacherous, odds on Aquilius. Captaintreacherous in 1:49 2 to win the Metro Pace.
The captain took 3 weeks off after his dramatic gut-check Metro victory and returned at the historic Red Mile in Lexington, Kentucky in a division of the Bluegrass Stakes. In typical captain fashion, he loafed along in the early stages but kicked in when the cash was on the line in the stretch.
And they're off. My One True Desire flies off the wings for Dave Miller. Good Day Mate gets away well, crossing over against the pylons, racing in second. Jude Hall on the inside is third as they head on to the opening turn. Hail the Taxi is moving up on the outside fourth as My One True Desire paces on to the point. Jones Beach is fifth. Captaintreacherous is sixth in the early stages, going up alongside of Jones Beach, and following him is Apprentice Hanover, who trails the field for the back as they make their way toward the quarter. Hail the Taxi for John Campbell clears and crosses over, and Hail the Taxi gets the quarter call in 27-4. So they're onto the back stretch. Hail the Taxi shows the way. My One True Desire is in the pocket in second. Good Day Mate tracks the top pair in third. Jude Hall follows along on the inside fourth. Captaintreacherous racing in fifth. And after a brief tuck, he's edging back to the outside for Teatrick. Jones Beach is sixth, and Apprentice Hanover trails the field as they near the half-mile split and forced to pull from the pocket. My One True Desire grabbed on there, so he's up and around and back in front as they reach that half-mile marker in 56-4. My One True Desire leads the way. Hail the Taxi is back racing in second, and Captaintreacherous is grinding up first over on the outside. He's about 4 lengths from the lead. Jude Hall is out to follow him second over. Toward the inside is Good Day Mate. Jones Beach back to the rail in sixth. Apprentice Hanover at the tail of the field is the trailer, and My One True Desire is 2 lengths clear coming to 3/4. Hail the Taxi is racing in second. Captaintreacherous on the outside. 3/4 on the board in 1:24-2. My One True Desire looking to pull off a big upset here. He's still out there by 2 with 1/8 of a mile to go, but here comes Captaintreacherous on the outside, and within a matter of strides, Captaintreacherous goes by. Good Day Mate rallies in on the outside as well. Hail the Taxi up the rail, but it's the captain. Captaintreacherous wins again. Good Day Mate second. Hail the Taxi third. My One True Desire fourth. 1:51-3.
1 week later, the captain took to the track as the heavy favorite in an International Stallion Stakes division. Even though he may not have had his A game, the freshman colt dug down deep at the wire, fending off the late lunge of Didi's Dragon.
Racing in fifth as Didi's Dragon cuts the corner and sets the pace in the early stages. Visa Viper is sixth on the inside. Resistance Futile backs off to follow him seventh. Normandy Invasion would not hit a good pace, and finally he's pacing, but he's way behind, trailing the field as they make their way toward the quarter, and Teatrick makes his move with Captaintreacherous up into second on the outside. Opening quarter is on the board in 28 seconds flat, and the captain is coming and hustling up on the outside, looping around Didi's Dragon to the front. Hail the Taxi is there racing in in third. Good Day Mate is 2 lengths further back in fourth. The Whip on the tail of Just Better in a gapping spot in fifth. Visa Viper under tight lines is sixth and behind him. Resistance Feudal is seventh, and Normandy Invasion is way back trailing the field. Resistance Feudal moves to the outside for Jody Jameson. He gains a spot into sixth on the outside as they reach the half-mile mark at 55-2, 27-2 in the second quarter, and Tetrick and Captain Treacherous a length to the good. DD's Dragon bump drafts his helmet in the tight pocket spot with 3/8 to go. Hailed the taxi third. Good Day Mate flushed out first over. Resistance Feudal picks up his cover to draft with. Toward the outside is Visa Viper. Resistance Feudal racing greenly went wide off cover on the turn there as Captain Treacherous leads the way. It's Captain Treacherous who's through the three-quarter marker in 1:23-1. Good Day Mate is trying to track him down on the outside, still a length and a half away. DD's Dragon is in behind the leader. It's Captain Treacherous with 1/8 of a mile to go. Then DD's Dragon. Here comes Hail the Taxi, a fresh threat for Campbell on the outside. They're driving to the finish. Captain Treacherous. DD's Dragon is after him on the outside. Captain Treacherous. DD's Dragon is coming at the line. Very tight. Photo finish. DD's Dragon and Captain Treacherous hit the line together in 1:50-3.
Captain Treacherous wrapped up his 2-year-old season by winning a Breeders' Crown elimination, but finished third in the final behind stablemates Rockin' Amadeus and Wake Up Peter. He ended 2012 with 8 wins, a second and a third in 10 starts, earning over $918,000. He won 4 times at 150 or faster, including that 149-2 Metro score, propelling him to not only the Dan Patch 2-year-old Pacing Colt Award, but was also named Pacer of the Year. Captain Treacherous kicked off his highly anticipated 3-year-old season with a 149-4 win at Pocono in Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action in mid-May. The Pepsi North America Cup was next, and the Big Horse showed he was ready in his elimination win, uncorking a 53-4 back half with a 26-4 final quarter.
Captain Treacherous floating up into third and driving now for Tetrick. Back towards the inside from in fourth is Moonlight on the Beach. Laid off the speed fifth in the early going as they drive to that first turn is Captive Audience. Then it's back to Veradero Hanover, and Sunshine Beach is last. Quarters up in 26-3. Sea and Ski marched off the gate, established the lead, and he's now confronted by the captain. Captain Treacherous on the outside will muscle on by. He'll get front and respect Sea and Ski. He'll get a 2-hole trip behind Captain Treacherous up to the half. 2 lengths back to Evening of Pleasure from in third. Underway fourth outside comes Moonlight on the Beach. Picking up the cover, Captive Audience from in fifth now. Then in sixth and buried is Veradero Hanover. Sunshine Beach out into the flow. He's third over. He is seventh. He's 6 off the lead at a half of 55 flat. They move into the far turn. Captain Treacherous still on top. The lead is just over a length. Here comes pressure outside from Moonlight on the Beach in second to the leader's wheel. Sea and Ski deposited to the pylons from in third. On cover from in fourth is Captive Audience, and he looks good tracking cover out there for Waples, about 2.5 lengths off the lead. Also out there is Sunshine Beach tracking willingly. Sixth at the rail is Evening of Pleasure. Last to the outside goes Veradero Hanover. They go by 3/4 in 1:22 as Tetrick let the captain rattle. 27 seconds in that third quarter. Captain Treacherous off the turn into the stretch, leading it by a length. But here outside comes Captive Audience, and Captive Audience is closing at him. Outside trying to muscle right by. Inside Captain Treacherous. Outside Captive Audience. Captain Treacherous on the inside battles back to win the first Pepsi NA Cup elimination by 3/4 of a length over Captive Audience and Sunshine Beach. Veradero Hanover 148-4.
Along with the Meadowlands Pace, the North America Cup is at the top of the list for any 3-year-old pacer. No one takes back nor gives an inch with nearly $1 million on the line. This is the race where the captain's will to win became legendary and the first of many sensational efforts in a season for the ages.
From the inside, Apprentice Hanover, he'll come away second, and using the element of surprise, Randy Waples hammers the accelerator. Captive Audience from post 9 is going to work his way to the front, and it's Captive Audience, a 35-1 quarter pole leader, and he's there in 26-1. Back into second is Fool Me Once. Philly-on gave, and Philly-on goes. Right back around comes Fool Me Once for the retake. Sitting third is Apprentice Hanover, then inside fourth, Vegas Vacation. Racing just off the speed is Captain Treacherous fifth. Tetrick waits for Xeron to move, and here comes Vegas Vegas Vacation first over. So Captaintreacherous second over from in fifth now. Sixth through at the inside as they head up towards the midway point is Twilight Bonfire. Tipped out now. Seventh goes Sunshine Beach. Going to shoot through at the rail. There's Pallone and Martini Hanover. Then to the outside, Wake Up Peter. Traffic woes for him. Not near as bad though as Odds on Aquileus as he is back in 10th through a 54-second first half. To the final turn. Fool Me Once on the gas pedal right from when the word go. Leads it by a length and a half. Captive Audience in the pocket spot. Vegas Vacation first up third. Captaintreacherous can't even keep up to the cover in front of him tonight. Fourth on the outside. Back there from in fifth as they track the turn and getting soft as they come off the final turn there. Apprentice Hanover, 3/4, 120 and 2 and turning for home. Filling on goes to work on Fool Me Once. Captive Audience on the outside, upset minded. Vegas Vacation in behind them. Captaintreacherous on the outside, still with work to do, but Tetrick's got the motor started on the big fella now. Here on the far outside comes the captain, and Captaintreacherous rushes up on the far outside. Captaintreacherous to win the Pepsi North America Cup by a length and a half, 148 and 3.
The next target for Team Treacherous was the Hempt at Mohegan Sun Pocono. The captain won his elimination by a measured neck in 148 and 4 with a 26 and 2 final quarter. With the open draw format, the Super Colt ended up with outside post 9 on a sloppy track in the $500,000 final, a daunting task on a surface known for favoring speed. Sit back and enjoy another seemingly impossible win by the colt who is quickly becoming America's horse. Here's Jim Bavaglia with the call.
Vegas Vacation, they're bunched up as they come to the quarter in 26 even. Rockin' Amadeus just churning up the slop here, and on the outside, Sunfire Blue Chip coming up with Yannick Ginra to go right on by Rockin' Amadeus. And now here comes Word Power with Corey Callahan into third. Inside fourth, Martini Hanover. Captaintreacherous follows the cover on the outside. Also out there now, Emeritus Maximus, and further back there is Johnny Rock. The half is 53 and 3, 27 and 3. Second panel unconscious fractions here. Up top, Sunfire Blue Chip pressured on the outside by Word Power. Inside is Rockin' Amadeus. Captaintreacherous in perfect striking position. Second over for Tetrick. Emeritus Maximus coming up from far back. Big move being made by Vegas Vacation. New leader here is Word Power as they get to 3/4 in 121 and 1, 26 and 2 on the back. Word Power still there. Inside, Sunfire Blue Chip fighting on. Here comes Captaintreacherous. Vegas Vacation firing from far back. Rockin' Amadeus still there. Top of the stretch, Sunfire Blue Chip digging in. Now on the outside, here's Captaintreacherous making his best move. Sunfire Blue Chip, Captaintreacherous, Vegas Vacation to the line. Captaintreacherous does it again. Captaintreacherous, what a star. He found a way.
After racing 4 weeks in a row, including 2 taxing, hard-fought victories, the captain's crew was glad to find out no eliminations were necessary for the Meadowlands Pace. Now, the Meadowlands is Myron Bell's home track, and a win in the final edition of the Pace at the old building would be a special moment. Captaintreacherous didn't disappoint, unleashing a down-the-road tour de force for Tony Alagna and Tim Tetrick.
3 wide entering the turn. Sunshine Beach came away in 5th as Rockin' Amadeus clears and crosses over well before the quarter, and the captain is chased up on the outside immediately to press the pace and challenge for the lead. Twilight Bonfire following Wake Up Peter toward the outside. Resistance Feudal trying to protect position there. They're in tight quarters. Sir Carrie Z-Tam racing in 8th the opening quarter in 27 seconds flat. 9th is Beach Memories on the inside, and Johnny Rock is 10th on the outside, and it's the captain who has set sail on the lead on the backstretch. He's a length and a half clear of the pocket sitter Rockin' Amadeus. Odds on Aquileus 2.5 lengths further back third. Sunshine Beach is racing in 4th. Wake Up Peter trying to flush him to the outside, and Sunshine Beach does take to the outside in turn, waiting for Odds on Aquileus, who protects position there as well. Resistance Feudal takes the short route. He's 6th up the rail. The half in 54 and 1, 27 and 1 in that second quarter. Beach Memories moving up on the inside 7th. Twilight Bonfire stacked up with excess cover so far. Then it's Sir Carrie Z-Tam and Johnny Rock 10th to his inside, trailing the field, and Captain Treacherous leads the way. Rockin' Amadeus tracks intently in the pocket. Odds on Aculius flips to the outside to take his shot first over. He's 2.5 lengths from the lead as they come to 3/4, and Captain Treacherous gets a bit of separation. He's 2 lengths in front, and 1:21, 26 and 4 on the turn there. They come to the top of the stretch. It's Captain Treacherous. Odds on Aculius trying to track him down as racing second. Sunshine Beach moving up on the outside third, but the Captain leads it by 2 at the edge of the tote board. Odds on Aculius cannot catch him. Sunshine Beach on the outside. They're coming down to the finish. It's the Captain! Captain Treacherous wins the Meadowlands pace. Odds on Aculius second, Sunshine Beach third. I believe Resistance Feudal fourth, 1:48 and 1.
A month later, the Captain was back at Pocono for the $500,000 Battle of Brandywine. Even though he didn't win, his reputation grew even bigger as the colt never gave up to miss by a narrow nose in a world record 147 and 4, despite being nudged out at the top of the stretch by Sunshine Beach and driver Brian Sears, a move that checked his momentum just enough to make the difference.
Inside comes Wake Up Peter, Twilight Bonfire 6th, then Odds on Equileus, Beach Memories, and the early trailer is Some Kind of Beach. The quarter is 25 and 3. Lone Wolf Courier has the early edge for John Campbell, and now Sunshine Beach pulls for Brian Sears, sensing weakness in the leader, and he takes over with Lone Wolf Courier back to 7. There goes Captain Treacherous, 1-5, first over into the clubhouse turn. Following that move is Twilight Bonfire. Also, Mock It So tried to get out there. They're jumbled up. Inside 6th, Wake Up Peter, then Odds on Equileus, Beach Memories, and at the back there, still Some Kind of Beach. The half 53 and 3, 28 even second panel as Sunshine Beach desperately trying to hold off the charge of Captain Treacherous, who's just about even now going that long first over journey. In behind the hot pace there, Mock It So is second over on the outside, a length back. Lone Wolf Courier getting a breather in the pocket. Third over now, 6th there. That's Miller with Twilight Bonfire. Wake Up Peter still saving ground. 3/4, 120 and 3. Sunset Beach trying desperately to string out Captain Treacherous, who's not going anywhere here. And now it's Mock It So gearing up outside. Lone Wolf Courier still in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Sunshine Beach and Captain Treacherous. They're still going at it. Sunshine Beach, Captain Treacherous. It's close. Sunshine Beach, Captain Treacherous to the line, a photo finish! Too close to call! Sunshine Beach and Captain Treacherous inseparable. Will it be the first loss for the Captain, or did he nose him out? Whoever won it, 147 matches a world record.
The Cane Pace, a leg of the Triple Crown at Tioga Downs on Labor Day weekend, was the next target for the Captain. A large crowd was on hand, most of whom were there to see the champ in action, and Captain Treacherous did not disappoint.
They're off, and a host of levers from the far outside. Veradero Hanover trying to get into the mix early. Right there is the Captain Treacherous mixing it up with Vegas Vacation third on the outside. Someplace Special now eases away in the 4th position. Wake Up Peter is 5th. And then it's Word Power 6th to the outside, followed by Twilight Bonfire. And the trailer is Luke and Hanover. They slug it out early. Veradero Hanover on the outside, pressuring Captain Treacherous. Vegas Vacation off the dueling leaders third as they come by the grandstand and pass the opening quarter. And on the outside, a park out here, Veradero Hanover and Captain Treacherous. It was 26 and 2. On the inside, Vegas Vacation is third. And pacing 4th and edging to the outside, Someplace Special, followed by Wake Up Peter. Then comes Word Power and Twilight Bonfire, and the trailer is Luke in Hanover, and they continue to go at it past the half on the turn. Captain Treacherous on the outside. It's Veradero Hanover applying steady pressure with Vegas Vacation on the inside third, 54 for the half. Down the backstretch, Wake Up Peter second over now, 3 wide right now. And Word Power looking to circle up 3 wide as well. So Someplace Special gets jammed in on the rail. From the back of the pack, Twilight Bonfire launches 3 wide around a fading Veradero Hanover. And then it's Luke and Hanover, and they hit the far turn. And it's Captain Treacherous and his stablemate and entry mate. They're 1-2. Wake Up Peter on the outside, threatening second. 1:21 and 2 for 3/4. From the inside, Vegas Vacation needs racing room. And here comes Word Power and Jody Jameson as they really tighten up. From the back of the pack, Luke and Hanover.
into the stretch drive of the Kane pace, and they're swarming in on Captaintreacherous, but he's hanging in there. Wake Up Peter. Here is Word Power and Jody Jamieson, a final surge. Captaintreacherous held them off. Then Word Power. Up the rail came Vegas Vacation. Right there, Wake Up Peter. The captain in 149-2.
After a tune-up tightener win at Hoosier Park, the captain headed to Lexington for the fall Grand Circuit session with an eye on possibly breaking the 146-4 world record of his sire, Some Beach Somewhere. Objective number 1, a Bluegrass division in Week 1.
Captaintreacherous is moving up on the outside. He's ranging up into the second spot as they enter the opening turn. At the rails, Apprentice Hanover racing in fourth. Sunfire Blue Chip floated away. He'd like to drop in fifth on the inside and does so just in front of Artist Knight. And Sir Richard Zetam is at the back where he trails the field. So Beach Memories leads the way for Dave Miller. He's 2 lengths clear of the captain. Captaintreacherous in the 2-hole in second. Opening quarter up in 26-4. Emeritus Maximus riding the pylons third. He's about 4 lengths from the lead right now. Apprentice Hanover is fourth, a length and a half to Sunfire Blue Chip. Artist Knight is racing in sixth, and there goes the captain. Captaintreacherous has popped the pocket, and he's up and after the lead. So it's Captaintreacherous who takes command from Beach Memories as they move toward the half-mile marker. At the back is Sir Richard Zetam, who trails the field, and Captaintreacherous hits the half in 52-4. So Captaintreacherous winging right along. He's a length and a half clear as they move on to the far turn. Beach Memories is in behind, racing in second. Emeritus Maximus third. Apprentice Hanover takes to the outside. He's first over for Pierce. He's 3.5 lengths from the lead, looking to gain ground. Artist Knight toward the outside with Sir Richard Zetam as they circle the far turn, and Captaintreacherous leads the way. Beach Memories in behind in second. Apprentice Hanover first up on the outside, 1:20-2 the 3/4 time. They come to the top of the stretch. It's Captaintreacherous who's opening up on the lead. Captaintreacherous is kicked out to a 2.5 length advantage. Apprentice Hanover on the outside. Beach Memories toward the rail. Sunfire Blue Chip on the outside racing in fourth. Captaintreacherous leads it. Beach Memories trying to get to him, but it's the captain. Captaintreacherous has it. Captaintreacherous wins again in 147-1.
1 week later, the atmosphere was electric as the captain stepped onto the track for the historic Tattersall's Pace, taking on Little Brown Jug winner Vegas Vacation. The 2 greatest drivers currently in the sport, Tetrick and Sears, engaged in a strategy chess match and yet another chapter solidifying the captain's will to win.
Wide entering the opening turn. Vegas Vacation is unhurried from that rail spot, racing in fourth. In behind him, fifth is Emeritus Maximus. Sir Richard Zetam is sixth, and Sunshine Beach backed off the gate. He is the early trailer, and Captaintreacherous working to the lead, and he takes command from Beach Memories well before the opening quarter. Urbanite Hanover is third, just in behind the top pair. Vegas Vacation racing in fourth, 26-4 for the opening quarter. Fifth on the backstretch, Emeritus Maximus. Sunshine Beach is underway on the outside. Emeritus Maximus edging out in front of him there. Sir Richard Zetam is seventh at the rail, and the captain leads the way at the midpoint of the backstretch. He's a length in front. Beach Memories is right in behind, racing in second. Urbanite Hanover getting a nice trip in third. Vegas Vacation patient so far. Emeritus Maximus trying to flush him to the outside. Sears edging out to protect position there. The half up in 53-3, and Vegas Vacation is committed to the outside. Up the rails, Sir Richard Zetam driving up into the fifth spot, and backed up at the back is Sunshine Beach, third over with excess cover, and Vegas Vacation up into third, but he's still 3.5 lengths away from Captaintreacherous. Captaintreacherous leads at a length and a half, coming to 3/4. Beach Memories in the loose pocket spot second. Vegas Vacation is coming on the outside, now up into second, a length and a half from the lead. 1:20-2 for 3/4. It's Captaintreacherous who leads him at the top of the stretch. Vegas Vacation trying to wear him down. Sunshine Beach is coming for the back of the pack on the outside. Captaintreacherous digging in. Vegas Vacation right alongside. Sunshine Beach charging hard on the outside. Vegas Vacation, Captaintreacherous, the captain, and Vegas Vacation slugging it out to the line. Captaintreacherous refuses to lose. 147-2. Vegas Vacation second, then Beach Memories and Sunshine Beach.
The popular slogan in harness racing is, "It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown." The final was back at Pocono, and
And
again
they're
the
off.
track was
Sunfire
sloppy.
Blue Chip from
Everyone
the
was
outside.
gunning for the champion,
Captaintreacherous
and once
right there
again,
from the
he made the
inside, and
magic
Beach
happen.
Memories is in between them, and Captaintreacherous has the best early speed and leads it by a length as they move on to the opening turn. Luke and Hanover's at the rail racing in fourth. Sunshine Beach wanted to leave, but he's parked out on the outside in the early going from fifth. Racing in sixth is Apprentice Hanover. Settling in seventh on the inside as the field moves around the turn is Vegas Vacation as they roll toward the opening quarter, and they crack that mark in 26-1. Further back in the field, racing in eighth is Captive Audience, who flushes Vegas Vacation to the outside, and at the back trailing the field is Urbanite Hanover, and it is the captain who's moving back to the lead from Sunfire Blue Chip. Captaintreacherous in front. Sunfire Blue Chip is on the inside, racing in second. Sunshine Beach forced to grind first over, up on the outside third. Beach Memories racing in fourth. Luke and Hanover second over on the outside. He's about 5 lengths from the front as they reach the half-mile marker in 55-2. So a second quarter breather for Captaintreacherous, being chased a bit on the lead as they head to the back stretch. It's Captaintreacherous on the inside who's still showing the way. Right there on the outside is Sunshine Beach. He's been first over from the start, applying pressure. Sunfire Blue Chip in the loose pocket spot third. Luke and Hanover well spotted second over on the outside. Beach Memories is jammed in at the rail. Vegas Vacation third up on the outside. 3 quarters in 1, 22-1, 26-4 on the backstretch. It's Captaintreacherous and Sunshine Beach, and they are slugging it out. Captaintreacherous kicks out the earplugs, and Captaintreacherous leads the way. Sunshine Beach won't go away, hanging in there on the outside. The captain put to the test. Sunshine Beach on the outside. Captaintreacherous game. Sunshine Beach, Luke and Hanover. Captaintreacherous wins again. The captain, not to be denied, 149-2.
After a rare loss at Hoosier Park when he was second to the surprising Dee Dee's Dragon, who gave him quite a tussle as a 2-year-old at Lexington, Captaintreacherous came back with a vengeance with a pace-pressured win in the American National at Balmoral Park. Both Tony Alagna and Tim Tetrick were getting back to their Chicago roots, teaming up with one of the best horses to look through a bridle in the 21st century.
Third, our Dragon King getting away fourth. Following in line fifth, Apprentice Hanover. Luke in Hanover. Wake Up Peter. Odds on Aquilius is eighth. In ninth, Mystical Walter. Trailing is the 10, Fancy Creek Elusive. Off stride there. Trouble on a break went to 9. Was Eddie Sweat. Sweeping up again now is Captaintreacherous. Going on by Word Power. Captaintreacherous is on top. Word Power is second. A first over bid coming from Luke in Hanover, who's ranging up to be third. Odds on Aquilius now. Second over to fourth. Our Dragon King covered up fifth. Wake Up Peter is traveling third over to sixth. Live Outer Tier to the leader there as they go to the half. Then further back now, we find Apprentice Hanover who's racing in seventh. Locked up and pushed back along the inside was Mystical Walter. 55-2 for Captaintreacherous now, and nose in front. Luke in Hanover right alongside Captaintreacherous. Word Power in tight there third. Odds on Aquilius second over to fourth is 1.5 to make up as Captaintreacherous and Luke in Hanover going at it here at 3/4 of a mile. They turn for home. Inside is Captaintreacherous. Outside is Luke in Hanover. 122-3. Captaintreacherous under a drive from Luke in Hanover, who's outside of the leader. Word Power traveling down along the pylons outside to Wake Up Peter. Captaintreacherous digging in again. Here's Luke in Hanover. One final bid to the captain. Final 16th of a mile. Luke in Hanover outside, inside. Captaintreacherous. Captaintreacherous. Luke in Hanover. Wake Up Peter and Word Power in 149.
The captain closed out his 3-year-old season by taking on the sport's best older pacers in the inaugural TVG Free-for-All Pace at the brand-new Meadowlands racetrack. Racing from off the pace on a track that favored speed all night long, the captain still finished within a couple of lengths of the Warhorse Foiled Again, the richest pacer in harness history.
Dynamic Youth off stride, so Modern Legend fanned out wide there on the opening turn. Captaintreacherous caught wide as well. He's fifth toward the outside. Sweet Lou is now racing in the 7th spot. 8th is War We Needy. Then it's Better's Edge, and Dynamic Youth trails the field as they rip through the opening quarter in 26 seconds flat, and Golden Receiver is on the lead. Bolt the door in the 2-hole, and here comes Foiled Again. Jingra underway with Foiled Again from third on the outside, and Golden Receiver still rolling pretty good with a 1.5 length advantage. Pet Rock is fourth. Captain Treacherous is going to follow him. He's racing in fifth as they near the half-mile marker. Pet Rock takes to the outside, and Captain Treacherous grabs his cover. Modern Legend is third over. He's sixth on the outside. Sweet Lou is seventh. A half and 53-1. Warrawiniti dives to the inside in some heavy traffic. Then it's Better's Edge losing touch with the field, and Dynamic Youth is far behind. And Foiled Again leads the way. Pet Rock working first over, half a length back. And Captain Treacherous, he looms the danger, perfectly positioned second over. Toward the inside is Golden Receiver as they head around the far turn. Bolt the door locked in. Modern Legend toward the outside. They reach the three-quarter marker in 1:22, and Foiled Again's in front at the top of the stretch. Pet Rock a length and a half away on the outside. Golden Receiver third. Captain Treacherous trying to rally. Modern Legend on the far outside. It's Foiled Again. He's dead game. Golden Receiver is coming back. Captain Treacherous on the outside. Foiled Again. Golden Receiver up the rail. Foiled Again. Golden Receiver. They're slugging it out, and it's Foiled Again.
After a handful of starts at age 4, Captain Treacherous was retired to Hanover Shoe Farms in Pennsylvania, where breeders flock to the champion, hoping they'll have the next big stars in harness racing from among his offspring. In the modern world of harness racing, many horses have high speed. Many horses make a lot of money, but very few show the heart, the determination, and the will to win that we saw week in and week out from Captain Treacherous, a true superstar.